Thank you for your patience, everybody. We should be live now. Normally we have a few other participants with us, but I'm not sure if anyone will be able to hear them because of the technical difficulties we've been having. Alright, I'm just going to go around and light the candles and turn down the lights a little and get everything set up, so everyone wants to take a moment to center themselves, ground themselves. And we'll be starting the ritual soon. So of course this is our monthly Atenoux ritual, Atenoux being the midpoint of the Caligny calendar month, which can be at many different times of the month, but we've chosen to do them on the full moon because it's certainly an auspicious time. If you want to know more about the Caligny calendar and Atenoux, you can either visit polytheist.com to read Segomâros' write-up on it, or you can read about it in Ancient Fire, which is where we've gotten the ritual format we'll be using tonight. I don't want to turn the lights down too low. Obviously, we're trying to be able to show up on camera. So after some technical difficulties, I'll be taking a moment to relax and get myself in the right headspace for a ritual here. So if anyone wants to join in with, I'll just be taking 3 deep breaths to prepare. Shorter breaths breathing in, but longer breaths breathing out. Going to make sure everything's looking all right. Yeah. We'll get started. You are the mother of the gods, the source of all life. You are the source of all wisdom, the keeper of secrets. You are the goddess of all victories, the goddess of prosperity. You are the lady of the land, the source of sovereignty. Without you, we are empty. With you, we are full. Tau elete, tau celete, tau sete, tau celos noevos pieto. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Let there be a holy quiet. You are the center of all things, the first fire at the beginning of time. You are the light of the sun, which marks out day from night. You are the fire of every hearth. All fires are lit from you. You are the daughter of Tyrannos, the soul of heaven in this world. I make you fire in the way of Brigandona. Will now cleanse this place with light. Lanami soanton noiban, duke noibe. Lanami soanton noiban, duke noibe. Lanami soanton noiban, duke noibe. Demos sotunte tenete, demos sotunte luxtia taramis, demos sotunte brigandona, esio nertos, eti aneges ilio soanton urit altrucon. Prayers I put to smoke, and words I weave. Verona I invoke. Goddess of the moon, the goddess of time, lady of serpents, lady of wells. That she grant us good health, as the ground thaws and returns to life. Prayers I pour out and words I weave, those Merta I invoke, the great seeress, weaver of fate, lady of the land, the goddess of the mead of sovereignty, that she give prosperity as we look to the summer's harvests. Prayers I put to smoke, and words I weave. Belinos I invoke, the shining one, the fire above water, the great seer, that his light continue to shine upon us, and bring us good spirits. Verona, as the moon rises full and life emerges from below. Rose Merta, as the world turns green once again. Derinos, as warm light draws us from our winter homes. We ask if there is anything you would have us know. Today, Verona, for health, for vitality, for protection. We praise you. Gratente, Rose Merta, for prosperity, for good fortune, for generosity. We praise you. Gratente, Berinos, for light, for warding, for light. We praise you. You are the center of creation, the first fire at the beginning of time. You are the light of the sun, which marks out day from night. You are the fire of every hearth, all fires are lit from you. You are the daughter of Thranes, the soul of heaven in this world. cover you five in the way of good and going. The offering is done, the rite is done. With strength and protection of the gods, let us go from the Nemeton. So I'm going to see if I'm going to ask my friends on Zoom here to unmute themselves if and we'll have a little hangout here. I don't think you'll be able to see our videos, but hopefully you'll be able to hear us. So
beautiful ritual, Nertatus. Thank you so much.
thank you. I had a whole, as you guys can see on the Zoom call, I had a whole overhead view framed and everything, but sadly that didn't work out this time, so we'll just have to figure that out for next time. Is everyone able to hear Artua? Yeah.
Yeah, it's on a bit of a delay. Could we, for those, because the people watching can't actually see what were pulled, what runas were pulled for the draw?
Absolutely. Here.
Just kind of, yeah.
There we go. So, let me see if I can. I will pull up their names. So
I should know them by now.
I know.
I think you may also need to reshare the video. Yeah, there you go.
Yes, yeah, pardon. Here we go. I'm just pulling up. So, I do recognize each symbol, but unfortunately I don't remember their Gaulish names. So, in order to do this properly, I'll share each one. So, first, I'm still on the video, aren't I?
I can see you, yes.
Yes, okay.
On the live stream.
Yeah. So first off, we have Thera. Let me make sure that I'm in frame. Thera. Translation stars. This is from the Carnation Nematon Willete Runoi system. So keywords for me, this one in particular has been about transformation through overcoming trials and growth through that, essentially. Yeah, it's a rebirth, liberation, new cycles. Iagus, which is about which is ice, and I drew this one quite a bit early on in developing my practice, being told in very direct ways to slow down and not rush things, not feel like I needed to do everything at once, which is always a good reminder. And then we have Druids, which, let me make sure that's in frame. There we go. Which is otherworldly knowledge, success, forward movement, self-confidence, wisdom. So overall, this was a very spring-focused ritual invoking Thorona and Belenos and Rosmerta. In particular, I was working in my garden today. I'm getting everything ready for spring, so I wanted to do a ritual that gave thanks for the renewing life and looking forward to the spring. So I think combined, these were no speak of gaining wisdom and finding new truths for ourselves. But I think it's very interesting to be drawing the Yagas Runoi in the spring, just reminding us to take our time and to keep a little bit of winter with us as we go into the warmer months, for those of us in the northern hemisphere, at the very least.
Yeah, I do think the tendency is to, once, like you said, in the northern hemisphere, once it starts to warm up, to just like want to do everything at once, go a mile a minute, and just that reminder to slow down and take your time and enjoy and literally smell the flowers that are popping up is just such an appropriate one to pull. So
Yeah, it was fun. It's the first time it's come up for me. It's in a while, and it's nice to pull it up and have that reminder. I'm going to see if I can. Oh no, I was going to try and get that overhead view while we're here, but I think I'll just save that for another time, because the last thing anyone needs is a whole bunch of technical difficulties live. But I just want to remind everyone that our next ritual that we'll be doing is actually going to be during the Comic-Con, which is coming up in roughly in a month, actually. If I look at the calendar here, because I know one of the dates is around 16th. It's 14th and 15th next month, so that's when we'll be doing our next ritual. So everyone should come out for the Comic-Con. For anyone who doesn't know, the Comic-Con Kalios is when Tutaglation puts on a sort of online conference where we do presentations, talk about the things that interest us. We're trying to incorporate a little bit more art into this one. We're going to have a ritual performed by Lyricus from Mercuralia. I think I'm saying it properly. For who else? Mercury. From the esteemed writer of Deo Mercurio. So we're really looking forward to that. We have a really good lineup this year, and we're really excited for it. So anyone who can come out, we'd really appreciate it. We'll be putting out the schedule in just a few days when we finish drafting it and confirming it with everyone. And we're going to be trying to spread it out over 3 days so that no matter what time of day works best for you, you should be able to catch a little something in our presentations. And I'll be presenting, so.
Thank you so much. And I shared a link to the Comerton Kalios in the chat on YouTube. So I don't think it's a clickable link, but for anyone who's looking for more information, you can find it there.
Excellent. Oh, and thank you for putting the different runes into the chat. Much appreciated.
Happy to do it.
All right. Well, if anyone's interested in this ritual and the format, please make sure to check out polytheist.com or Ancient Fire, of course. Ancient Fire is the seminal text on modern Gaulish polytheism, written by Segomâros, who of course also started Tutaglation. So I just wanted to dip into that wisdom and share a little bit of what got the vast majority of us started on our path of gosh polytheism. So I think we can wrap this up and let everyone get on with their lovely weekend.
Yeah, really good job, Nertatus. Really good job. That was absolutely beautiful.
Thanks, Rantaurus. I appreciate that. It's really hard to follow up an anti-curse tablet ritual, but I hope I did.
No, you did perfectly. You are very eloquent, and your ritual structure is impeccable. Like, for those of us who adore a more elaborate aesthetic and scheme, it's beautiful, it's tight, it's structured, it's phenomenal.
One day in the summer, we'll get a really long one going. I'll see how long I can get this live stream going.
I will be there, even if it's 3 hours. I want that.
Perfect. Right on. All right. Well, for anyone who has a long weekend, I hope it's going well, and thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to join us. We'll be seeing you next month. Hopefully, many of you at Comerton. Take care.